Your DNA is awakening message begins right now, embracing angelic light frequencies. Dearest beloveds, greetings of the foremost high. We tend to currently, during this moment, of some time on the wings of the nice full of the monoccultation, in 0 degrees, of Leo. This time, amount that we tend, to square measure, all presently in is exponentially, intense thanks, to the actual fact, that we tend to, square measure in eclipse season, and, as several on the ascending path, are aware, the eclipse season, fairly often, can highlight the unconscious shadow, aspects in our psyche, so, as to bring them home, to the sunshine of truth and awareness. Several of you're experiencing somewhat intense physical symptoms, at the instant, as your physical vessels, square measure operating over time to not solely assimilate the new energy, however conjointly to regulate to the new upgraded gamma frequencies, that square measure presently gushing into the Earth's atmosphere via the guts of our galactic central sun. As ever honey ones, we tend to advise you to induce your symptoms tested telepathically, if your intuition guides you to, so as to help you in assessing whether or not your identification is physical or energetic. For the foremost half, several of you World Health Organization do conceive to go down the route of being tested. Several of you'll realize that there aren't any physical anomalies reported, and it's merely lightweight frequencies interacting together with your physical vessels that is making the feeling of pain and discomfort. As we've got declared over and over, the year of 2019 guarantees to be the year of en masse twin soul reunion, and also the next wave of unions are culminating round the time of March equinox within the hemisphere. From currently till late March, several of the divine masculines World Health Organization square measure in karmic relationships can now not be ready to tolerate ignoring their intuition anymore, that is extremely loudly expressing the reality that these karmic relationships square measure really unsustainable and not engineered for the semi-permanent. Several of the divine masculines square measure in their arousal method and square measure being bombarded with intense signs and synchronicities from the universe, ever inform the home to the realization that you just the divine female square measure their eternal beloved. Dearest ones, please understand that the universe is presently orchestrating sub rosa at the instant conferences and alignments to require placed between real twin souls World Health Organization square measure soul shrunken to merge and unite during this next future ascension cycle. Thus don't be stunned if, out of the blue, you receive a text or email from your twin soul tantalizing you to participate in one thing with them. Please understand, divine feminines, that your divine masculine is pondering you a lot of, and a lot of because the days pass. All of the previous 3D timelines, square measure, dissolving as we tend to speak, and people divine masculines World Health Organization try to coddle up a life out of the previous terminated 3D timelines. Please understand that the universe and their higher self is in no manner getting to be supporting this illusion anymore. Going forward, it's imperative that you just the divine female stand unwavering within the knowing that Mother, Father God has your back, and your true romance is written within the stars. In order to help within the speedy manifestation of your true love story, it's imperative that you just attach to the religion codes that square measure keep in your heart, and in your polymer. These religion codes can align you with the timeline of your non-secular and eternal union, together with your divine counterpart terribly apace. However, please understand that each time you decide on to believe in inspiration of doubt, otherwise you begin to question the validity of your soul reference to your counterpart. Please understand that you just can mechanically start up of that top timeline and you'll drop into a lower worry-based mostly timeline. At this stage, within the proceedings, it's necessary for us to inform you that going forward, if you indulge and have interaction in thoughts of doubt and worry, you're creating that selection. As a divine, sovereign being, nobody is forcing you to doubt in your heart, knowing you're selecting this yourself, due presumably to the teaching of the third-dimensional matrix, whereby everyone has been conditioned to believe solely that they will see. May we tend to inform you that in fifth-dimensional consciousness, you're a master manifester, and you're ready to manifest, out of nullity virtually, something and everything you want, through the ability of your centered intention, and herein lies the key to changing into a master manifester. Focused intention is needed. This implies changing into unwavering in your religion, and in knowing that you want to manifest, is quickly creating its thanks to you, and can align in God's good temporal order. The intense energies square measure once more increase to ensuing vital subject field portal date, that is that, the 2-2 that falls on the pagan celebration of Imbolc within the hemisphere. Imbolc could be a most exquisite time within the pagan cycle, because it marks the primary stirrings of the divine earth goddess divinity. World Health Organization has been deeply asleep underground throughout the deepest depths of winter. Imbolc marks the time whereby the World Mother, ab initio, stirs from her long winter slumber. Very similar to that initial moment once you square measure, waking from a deep sleep, and you gently rub the sticky sleep from your eyes. This sums up the energy of Imbolc. It's trebly soft and mild, however terribly powerful, as underground all of the roots, and every one of the seeds square measure, getting down to germinate, and coalesce that they will, in good time, turn out their leaves and fruit within the height of the summer. This time of year is overseen by the divinity Bridget, and that we're operating with the divinity Bridget in our next transmission, which can be continued the ordinal of February and can fall within the pagan celebration of Imbolc. In this ceremony, we tend to square measure, being guided to activate the codes of abundance for all star seeds, light workers and twin flames. Several souls within the light worker twin flame community have had lifetimes in nice economic condition and chastity that is currently incompatible energetically with the energy of the new earth. Therefore we are going to be exploitation and number of our time along with in the pair of 2 ceremony to clear these previous vows, and activate totally inside our own consciousness, the codes of abundance that square measure our true birthright. This is very powerful work to participate in, and everyone people who are fighting their finances and monetary flow will certainly receive auspicious blessings from participating during this ceremony. We are also square measure being guided to figure with the oversoul of animals already in extinction, and animals that are vulnerable with extinction. We are going to even be addressing this necessary issue within the pair of 2 transmission. We tend to square measure being guided to etherically put the cluster oversoul of all the animals vulnerable by extinction and already destroyed into the sublunar grids. We will empower their collective oversoul imprints into the sacred sites on the world, so as to miraculously align with timelines whereby they're all ever more protected and flourishing in their natural environment. Remember, 2019 is that the year of miracles. It is our greatest privilege to come back forward during this manner to share this sacred info, and we glance forward to gathering with several of you on the extremely auspicious to a pair of to in Book Abundance ceremony. Share our messages with love and gratitude. I will provide a daily angelic guidance number, love and angelic blessing. Send of the message. Watch your channel, Awakening People. Previous videos for a universal understanding. Subscribers will be updated with the latest articles and informations. Leave your suggestions in the field below. All the love to you, beautiful souls. And we are proud of you as viewers, and of your support for your channel. All for sharing love in Awakening People. And please support us to develop our work.